Now, as I mentioned, you don't have to dumb the color down. If you wanted to just do a painting, you can just take this image right here and sample from it and just, paint on it, or, do it in Photoshop or whatever. But this is just how I would do opacity in Photoshop, for example. But let's keep talking about Spotlight. And for that, I'm going to go out of edit mode, hit Control N, clear my canvas. I'm going to go grab our stylized sculpt guy we're using. And we have our skin material shader assigned. I'm going to Control Shift, grab a little piece of his head here, and then I'm going to do a split hidden, geometry or subtool split hidden. And I'm going to go into solo mode here, and we're just going to focus on this real quick. So let's say I want to do a few head studies here. So one thing I can do is once I get to a point where the resolution is kind of maxed out for the level of detail I'm going for, I can Dynamesh at a higher resolution. And we haven't gotten into ZRemesh yet, but as long as you're going to be doing stuff like this to your object and not wanting to worry about or making major changes, I would say keep your object Dynameshed and go as far as you can with Dynamesh. And then once you want to kind of settle in and start getting nice geometry and subdivision history so you can start doing blend shapes and stuff, which we'll get to later, that's when you want to ZRemesh the object, project your details back. But for now, we're going to stick with Dynamesh here. We're going to just sharpen this up a little bit here. So I'm going to go in here with my Damien standard brush. We can kind of cut this in a little bit. And we're just going to kind of pull some eyelids out. And I'm just going to leave the eyeballs alone for now. You know what, just real quickly, I'm going to go back to matte cap gray. Turn back on smooth here. And if you don't want it to smooth that strong, you can drop that intensity down on your smooth stronger if you want, if you're using smooth stronger like I am. There are better ways to get eyelids in ZBrush. We'll go over that in the refine organic stage, but we're staying loose right now, so I'm not overly worried about that. But essentially what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean this face up a little bit. And you know what, the mustache, I'm going to go ahead and add that as a secondary object here. So I'm going to add that in later. So we'll go ahead and trim that mustache down, and we'll just sculpt this face a little bit. And actually, you know what, it is a little bit easier to get these eyes around a circular object. So I'm really quickly going to go into my menu here. We're going to add some eyeballs here. We're going to go ahead and split mask points. And now we can position these eyelids a little bit easier. So I'm going to alt tap the head here. I'm going to turn off colorize. And the only reason I'm modifying this head is just so I get a little bit more fidelity out of this.